Good morning. Sorry, I'm making a cup of coffee. I woke up this morning to write, looking to hit the 50,000, but I was just so damn tired. And it's so cold right now. My fingers don't want to work. So just going to try and push deeper into this. We are in Act 2. We're starting Act 2 right now. We don't have anything we want to get from here, so we're just going to continue with Act 2. Pushing through with this normal fireball build. We have a giant troll here we need to kill. Blast it, put storm blocks on it, throw fireballs until its attention is on you, then just run away.
That skill's not ready.
Basically, as long as you stay just out of its range, keep the trolls things no matter what because they're used as crafting. I mean, you don't have to because you can get them from a what's it called? Fire shoulders. Can't wear them yet though. Yeah, it's nice. I'll wear those. Avoid the pit. The bosses in there are the hardest bosses. Oh, and it's an Alaric Stunjax boss. That boss is a fucking nightmare. Careful here with your Aether Res and your, what's it called? Your Aether Res and your Pierce Res. Aether Res, Pierce Res, and Armor are the three most important stats. So if you're wearing gear from the very start of the game, this place can be deadly. If you're wearing, like if your Pierce Res is super low, it can be deadly. If your Aether Res is super low, it can be deadly. So just, yeah, this place is kind of one of those be very careful places.
I can't do that yet.
Luckily, like, I mean, the biggest thing is, like, everything will gang up on you pretty quickly. Chaos Res, I lose Elemental Res, which is not very good, but... Vigorous of Fortitude. I like that a little bit better. Let's put one of these here. And change it. Change. Grab Physique until 15. We want these shoulders, despite the lack of despite losing some elemental res. So we will pop back. Because those will be a, because any percent damage at this point in the game is a huge buff. Keep add-on. After this, we'll also be able to, what's it called? Do the dynamite quest, which means we can start dismantling stuff, which doesn't really matter until we hit level 50. As you can see, I just kind of pop things off screen as much as I can because of the physical damage and pierce damage. Inquisitor, what do we got? We are pumping movement speed for now. We'll go max movement speed. Now we should be close to 135, I believe, right? Yeah, we're at 134 movement speed. Perfect. Remember, opening chest gives you a lot of, like, the chest can give you random components. Certain monsters give specific components. Like, you're not going to get an ectoplasm from a Cronley gang member. And with the increased amount of iron that the game has in 1.2, the chest is a good way to fill up your iron early on because you're going to be pretty dirt poor on a fresh start. So you can't do too much.
Can't do that yet. That skill's not
As
ready.
you see, like, they're almost all struck by it. I killed Dimitri, so he's not here to block my path. So you actually get a free path there. You don't have to worry about that extra boss. It's less Cronley gang rep, which does kind of hurt, because when you start wanting to farm Cronley gang rep later on, because Fabius's shoulders are pretty good, that kind of hurts a bit. You can turn the camera here to see better, but it's not really that valuable. We're just looking for royal jelly. This royal jelly is always useful. That's how you make potions. Or a lot of the good potions are royal jelly potions. We have money bags up here. So we're going to clear this area and kind of kite him. Did we not get a totem? Or did I just miss it? Oh, I got through the stun grenade.
Can't do that yet.
As long as you dodge his fire, like his grenades and his blackwater cocktails, he's fine. Blueprint. That's a good metal. We'll use that later. So when you haven't killed him, you get this quest, right? So you can just wait. You can kind of wait him out a little bit.
You should give up trying to act this.
Just die. Attack him until he turns his bubble on, and then just run.
Such wasted potential.
While he's got his bubble on, just try to kill all of his little minions. Keep his dots up. Get out of the aether damage.
That skill's not ready.
Okay.
Such wasted potential.
This boss is super easy for an Arcanist, because an Arcanist can dispel that bubble.
Can't do that.
Enough of this. Die.
Die.
That skill's not ready.
The relic. Do not go back and turn in any quest until you finish this area. Destroy that bookshelf if you can, because sometimes there's a thing. Almost always keep a crystal, because that gives you your first Aether Cluster, and Aether Clusters are invaluable, like when you're doing super hard content, or your build isn't ready. Like, when you're making your build for the first time, having an Aether Cluster is really nice. Because it just allows you to kind of move, like, to save your butt, like it's an oh shit button. And you can also use it offensively, but... Alright, so once we get the waypoint, then we go turn in these quests. Fairly simple, just kill a all these things. This is where pierce damage is really bad too. Like this, like if you have low armor and pierce damage here, it can be really bad. So go back. The first thing you do is you're gonna go tell the family that Cronley's dead, or the little I guess kind of slave workers
That skill's not ready.
that Cronley had been using for their manual labor. Thank you. Then you go tell him that you destroyed the vents and you killed Moneybags, so you get 2 points there. Then you give this guy the letter that you found. I found some text. Give this guy 3 royal jelly. Is this enough royal jelly? Thank you. He gives you some royal jelly potions, which are really nice for health regen. Like if I use this on my other character, my other starter build that I had, this would be like it'd be really unlimited life. Can't do anything yet, but we really want the Mark of McDrogan is really nice. Eventual Wrath is nice for things, and Runestone. This is the one we really want the most for our helmets when we're leveling up. Restless Remains is also really good. Go back to Devil's Crossing. And we're going to turn in the We Killed Cronley quest.
Well, the world now that we're
I'll speak to Barnabas. Now I'm respected with Devil's Crossing. When you're respected with Devil's Crossing, first come here and get rid of some of your stuff. Ooh, no. Chaos and Pierce versus Bleeding Vitality. No. Oh, that's a nice weapon, but no. No, we're about to get a good ring. Cronley ring, not bad for leveling, but we need more money more than anything else. And honestly, just sell most of the stuff. Just look at the gear you need to replace. No. Renegades of Protection. That gives Aether Pierce, but I lose health, and no, let's keep that. Incendiary, nope. And keep that, because we're going to use it to make stuff. And we're also going to swap into Martin's Crest, and we're going to give ourselves the Augment and the thing. Now we're looking here, we want to get some of the component stuff. Need anything right now? Aether Soul. There we go.
put it to good use.
Aether Soul is a really good component to have. It adds, it's for like, it's basically Aether resistance for our metal and other stuff. We don't really need it right now, but it's something to have later. Filter down here, rain. Ocean Canal. I'll keep the cluster with me, not that I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to put it in here. You should definitely not put your cluster in there, you should keep your cluster.
Safe with me.
This is a do as I say, not as I do. Alright, so from here, we're going to basically just up our points a little bit. And the reason for this is we want to increase our order pain damage because order pain is going to be our main source of damage through. Stonebox is our secondary damage. We don't really need Inquisitor Seal because we're mostly going to be kiting through the room, but we will put one point in it for when we're standing and spamming. And we're just going to be pushing slowly towards Oral Central. Vigor gives us more HP, so it makes us tankier. So now we have 3,000 health at 23, which is okay. It's not quite 150 per level, but it is decent enough. I go to 15. So now we're at 32 levels. I give him some dynamite. explosions in one. Demolition is
Come, friend. Right to business then. Nobody's.
so we're going to Homestead. We could go to Act 7 now. Act 7 does have a few things for us. Like, it has a good offhand. It has... But there's no reason to do it right now. It's faster to rush through, like, Act 1 through 4, and then basically push into Act 7. Because we need to get, the Act 6 stuff unlocked. But first, we are going to farm until we get a decent, oh, I meant to get myself the, that thing. Duh. We're going to farm a decent neck. Keep that on. It's cheaper to buy them once you can buy them, but you usually can't. You sometimes can buy them from neighbors, but not always. So we're not pushing forward right now. We're just running to the bee cave and boss. We're not farming for a perfect necklace. We're just farming for a decent necklace. We want a necklace with at least passable affixes, and my kids. Hello. Hello. Oh, Mama's getting bento ready for picnic. Yeah, Mama had to go get vegetables. You ready for picnic? Yeah. Come here. You got your pom book? Do you like it? Daddy bought it for you. Daddy got that. That's Christmas. Not your breath, boy. You got morning breath like your mama. You got morning breath like your mama. Samuino, where's Blackie? Okay, I got the hair dryer. He's got the hair dryer. Podunk redneck heater. Woo! Ah, fantastic. That's it. That's how you know Daddy's from Alabama. Mwah. I love you in the morning. Whoa, stretch. Ooh. Jew? A Jew? You silly goose. Don't you kick my table. Don't you kick my table, you silly goose. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Don't you, I'm moving. I'm gonna move. You silly goose. Don't you attack my table. There's coffee on my table, butthead. No. Hey, 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 hey. I got you. Hey. You silly butt. You silly goose. Why don't you go get a blankie? Blankie want to go? Daddy wants to go. Can I leave MK here? MK. Goo. You want to spell goo? Kong kong. Can Daddy finish this, buddy? Kong kong kong. You hear your heart? Badum badum. Badum badum. Badum badum. Badum badum. Poot. Diggy diggy. Okay. Oh, Savannah died! Whee! Go get a blanket. Okay. And no, Daddy doesn't want a blanket on you. If you want a blanket, you have to get it yourself.
That skill's not ready.
We are slowly transitioning to more lightning damage right now. Negating of attack. Negating is lightning res, right? Yeah, that's meh. Farm, 2 more. We're just gonna do it 3 times, and whatever the best one we get is that. You don't want to do it too much, but having a good necklace at the very start of your farm is really nice. We're still using Fireball because Fireball is just much better than Lightning Nova. We could use Lightning Nova. And in fact, my strategy might change to use... Like, Lightning Nova does do more damage than Fireball. But it's melee range, so that's the downside. Like, you get better damage. You get... Why don't you go get a blank if you want a blank, butthead?
That skill's not ready.
This one's doing a lot of damage, so it might actually be a good affixes. Resolute of the Fox. Boo. Alright. Last one. Mainly the thing we're really looking for is resistances more than anything else. Having good resistances on your necklace at the very beginning of the game basically saves you so much, and it's the necklace you're going to keep no matter what because it's giving you all your plus skills. You're not going to do it, and this is also the starter build necklace as well.
That skill's not ready.
It will also make your Stormbox start doing a lot more damage.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Okay. Thunderstruck of Prowess. That gives us Aether, Elemental, and Pierce. That is nice. So that's going to be our necklace. Okay. From here, what you want to do, of course, you want to keep your add-on for now. Just because you don't have these yet.
Be safe out there.
And then put your extra necklaces in your bank just in case you die. So it's always a possibility on hardcore. And having these necklaces to start out with at level, as soon as you hit level 21 is a huge boost to your damage. Fire, lightning, elemental, I lose Aether, no.
I'll keep an eye on this. Got something you need
Opponents. Royal Jelly. Yawn.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Aww.
Perfectly
Oh.
safe potions. For a
Oh.
price.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left. Put it to good use.
And from here we just continue on. I believe we have a devotion point we can spend. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to get Tsunami, because this build is going to use Tsunami. It uses Tsunami, it uses Elemental Storm, uses Hand of Ultos, and it uses Eye of Korvac. It does not use Spear of the Heavens. Spear of the Heavens is just not really worth it. Like it basically goes off every 1 second. It does decent damage, but and it gives you lightning damage here in OA, OA, percent OA, which is nice if you can get the extra 3 points. This is nice to get. Crit damage, lightning damage, max lightning res, and then this proc. It's basically the only thing you want from this is the percent OA. You really want that percent OA, but it's not worth getting into Spear for that. But if you just have 3 points to get that 5% OA, that's nice.